Hello and welcome to another episode of Odyssey Strength Podcast, joined by yours truly, Giannis Xopoulos, and
Jackson Mansudi.
we want to thank you for joining in for another episode. Hopefully we can give you some takeaway tips that can help improve your health and fitness journey, make the whole process a lot easier and more sustainable. If you're interested in coaching, you can reach out to either of us on our Instagrams. I'm Coach Xopoulos _OS.
Coach Jackson Mansudi _OS.
Or you can DM the Instagram page, Odyssey Strength, or find us on the website, odysseystrength.com.au. Let's get into the episode. Welcome. Happy Monday. Back with the boys in the studio.
This comes out on a Wednesday, doesn't it?
Thursday morning.
Oh, okay. So happy Thursday.
It's our happy Monday. Your happy Thursday.
I'm very happy.
Like the radio talk show hosts.
You're going to go all Fred again on the roadcaster?
Unpopular opinion.
You don't think he's that good, eh?
Not that I don't. So I won't say that I don't think he's that good because I can't do any better.
You just don't
Not gonna
think
shit on
he's
it?
worth the hype.
No, I think he's a very, very, very smart businessman.
Yeah.
He goes, fuck it. I'm coming to Sydney. I'm doing a couple of shows. And everyone's like,
Creates urgency, yeah.
it's unreal. It's the best marketing I've ever seen.
But
Someone saw his Instagram, looked up the airport in the background that he was in, and then realized he's coming to Sydney. Saw that it was Singapore airport.
Yeah,
and then was
yeah.
like, he's coming to Sydney. There's no other way.
yeah, 100%.
I was like, bro, how
people are...
clued in do you have to be?
I used to be in his Discord and his WhatsApp group. And bro, they figure everything out. Because he leaves like Easter eggs in his...
It's pretty crazy. You know what? In that aspect, I'm a bit of a fan.
Yeah.
Because the way that he gets people to instantaneously,
He's
like,
very engaging with his audience, which is huge as
wild.
well. Yeah. As someone who I went and saw him Thursday night, probably one of the best live performers I've ever seen.
why?
Because I don't feel like I'm listening to someone's Spotify playlist.
Because he mixes it live, eh?
Bro, every show is different.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, in the first show on the Tuesday night, he pressed like one of those buttons that hits record and he put the mic out into the crowd and he goes, I need everyone to yell. I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah.
And he sampled it,
Then and there.
saved it, and then used it in the song. Like, it's impressive as fuck, man.
Yeah.
And then, like, just out of nowhere, he will just be like, I'm going to try something different. Because even, like, I followed his, you know how they have a supporting DJ that's next to them all the time? And that plays, like, all the melodies and shit and, like, supports it. He goes, like, I don't ever know what he's going to do. Because every time he plays it, it's different. So I have to, like, learn what he's doing as he's doing it. So he's, like, got his set up and he's like, I have to keep up. Because, like, one of the times, bro, he got in the middle.
Played the same song?
He got in the middle and he's got, obviously, the tracks loaded into the buttons, right? Into the keypad. And he's like, all right, I'm done. I have to go back to the front of the stage. And he walks away and then comes back and just starts mixing again and starts playing a whole new song. Like, he just makes it up. And he'll just, like, press, and, like, keep going. And then he'll be like, all right, now I'm going to do this. And the guy, Tony, his name's Tony, who's a supporting DJ. He's like, I just have to hope for the best and try and keep up with him. He goes, after playing with him for as long as I have now, I kind of know. But in terms of, like, live performance, it's very, very impressive in that aspect. Because I know if he does a DJ live set where it's, like, in a festival aspect, I don't think he can do it like that.
No.
As a show, he definitely can because he has free reign to sort of do whatever. But not only that, he communicates with the crowd a lot. Like, he's like told the lights guys, like, put the lights on. I want to see everyone. And he's like talking. He's like, so this song, like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, by the way, like, I'm very, like, you could tell he's very excited to be there and he genuinely enjoys the job, which obviously, as we would know in our, like, industry as well, you can tell when someone's in a session and someone's doing it for the money and someone's, like, actually passionate about what they do. And that aspect of things, I can really appreciate it.
Yeah.
What was another thing that was really fucking insane?
Like, I've never seen. I don't think I've been off the back. Maybe the only other rush that I can compare it to is trying to get World Cup tickets.
Yeah.
That's the only comparison that I would.
Well, I got lucky. Kayla got the tickets. She had a friend selling and she was like, by the way, we're going. I was like, fucking oath.
Like, that was just the talk of the town at my gym. Like, my client said, I'm going to Fred again. And then someone else's client was like, oh my God, I'm going Fred again too. What day are you going? Where are you sitting? Where are you standing? And it was just like, Are you guys paid actors or what? Like everyone's going?
No, he's definitely an artist. Like he's not just a DJ.
Yeah.
In terms of musical production, it's very impressive. Very, very impressive. Like he made a song 2 days before the show and just played it and was
Pretty good skills. Oh yeah.
yeah. In like it's just I've seen a lot of DJs. A lot. Like I've been to Tomorrowland.
All right. Yeah. I'll ask you a very serious question.
Go.
Does he beat Calvin Harris at Ushuaia?
Yeah. Yeah. The only person I'd say he wouldn't beat, obviously hardstyles, that's a completely different genre, different. In terms of like mainstream music, Dimitri Vegas and like Mike is probably better, and Eric Prydz. Like I'd say they're all on the same level. Because those three,
Yeah.
you know,
Guaranteed show.
they're great performers. Like obviously Eric has the hollow. The music itself is like it's his music and he mixes some of it. It's pretty good, but it's nothing like gonna blow your socks off. Unless this is like his signature tracks, right? But Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, they experiment with a lot of different things, and it's very entertaining. Again, very crowd focused. Get them involved. Obviously, they do the whole left, right thing, which is pretty cool, interactive. But then again, Fred, it's just like it's different, but it's also just as good.
Then again, Fred or Fred? Then again,
Fred, then again. Yeah, man, I was very, very impressed.
I had to stop watching the videos. Bro.
I think he's also a little bit on the spectrum, but like watching him and watching how he like
he probably just gets so
he does, but like bro, like you just watch him and he's just like a fucking autistic kid, like
engrossed in it.
Yeah, like I'm just like surely you're on the spectrum because there's Kayla, she was so funny. She's like 100% for his like 10th birthday. His parents bought him like a drum kit or some shit. Because bro, he can play everything. He played the drums.
Oh yeah,
that's what's impressive, bro. He played the drums. He sung. I didn't know he could sing. Then he was on the piano. He was playing the piano, and then he was doing the keypad thing. Like it's impressive to be so musically sound.
He is an artist.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But then again, like Kayla said, she's like, they bought him a fucking drum kit or some shit.
Electro drum set.
Yeah, he's just like, he wouldn't shut the fuck up as a kid. And then he just kept buying more and got really good at it. But apparently, bro, he was like taught by some of the best composers and pianists like in the industry. And then once he started doing like producing for like Ed Sheeran, and then after he went on his own, he's just
I didn't actually know who he was.
He's produced like Ed Sheeran music. He's produced like a lot of mainstream music. Maybe, correct me, I could be wrong, like a Taylor Swift song too. Like he's produced a lot of music in mainstream like artists and stuff.
Props to the man. He's took Sydney, Melbourne, everywhere by storm.
Yeah. Surely he knows that Sydney or Australia like froth him the most. Like
he's Aussie, right?
No, he's not.
Is he not?
No, bro, he's English.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's English.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's from the UK.
Tells you how much I know.
Yeah.
I thought it was Aussie. That's why I thought, everyone's getting behind him.
Nah, but I think he just knows that Australia froths his music the most.
Otherwise, that makes sense why there's so many English.
Why would you come here? Because like we're an effort, bro.
It's far, yeah.
We're an effort. You need to be paying good money to get people out here. Like you don't see fucking again, like look at someone like Eric Prydz. To get him out here was a fucking mission.
Yeah.
They've been trying to do it for years. Whereas like hardstyle DJs, it's Amsterdam to here, bro.
Yeah.
Like they're all Dutch. It's not that hard. It's like Singapore here. But if you're from the UK, like fucking that's a long flight.
Yeah. Oh, it's good that you enjoyed it.
No, it was a great time. Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
What time did you get home?
It was a school night. And
he hates it. He said, bro, I didn't even know if I want to go.
Yeah, it was school night, Thursday night, got home at 11:30. Wasn't bad.
Hey, that's reasonable. He started early. Started at like
9.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't on. The thing started at 6, yeah.
That's early.
Yeah. But he was on at 9 and he played till like 10:30.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a 90-minute set. It was good.
I rate that.
But bro, like I didn't think it was that hard to get out of there. Some people were complaining and stuff like that. We drove.
Because I said to people, just be mindful of like the travel time and rah. I think it's gotten better because they closed some of the roads. So people can't do as many stupid things. Like U-turns or stopping here. Bro, you get blasted if you stop where you're not supposed to stop.
There was heaps of cops.
Bro, they just say, you can't stop here. You need to go. Because before, you get like the Uber drivers and whatever.
Let me just say, what the fuck do some chicks wear these things, man? Bro, I'm with my missus and I'm like, just look straight ahead because some of the fucking things they're wearing,
don't
I'm
wear
like,
anything.
fucking hell. It's fucking Fred again. It's not Burning Man.
It's not Tropicana.
Fucking hell.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah, and like it was 15s and overs event too. So like,
Was it?
yeah, bro. So some of these young girls, I'm like, bro, if you were my daughter, I swear to God, like,
Not leaving the house.
you're not leaving the house. You come home at 9 p.m. But Fred again's on a night. I don't care. Not my problem.
Tell him to play earlier.
Yeah, call him, tell him.
But yeah, it definitely has gotten better to get out of there. Sydney Olympic Park.
I've never been to Kudos Bank.
Huh?
Never.
What do you mean?
Yeah, never been.
Why?
I don't know. I don't go to a lot of those events.
Oh man.
Well, what do they usually have there?
Boxing.
Never been to a boxing match.
Boxing match are hectic.
I'm sure it would be. Yeah.
When I watched Tim Tszyu fight, it was mad.
Every seat seems like it's a good seat. It doesn't look like there's a bad seat in the house.
Yeah. Like this, there was soccer there. You have tennis.
Soccer?
Yeah. Not in Kudos. It's another. Like it's the whole. I know Kudos is the one.
Yeah.
But they have little stadiums around it as well. Like
Oh,
when I
okay.
went to watch Greece play in tennis, I went to Kudos, like next to it.
Oh, okay.
They got,
Yeah,
like, a
no,
little
I meant
tennis
the
court.
arena. Like I've never been to the arena.
What else have I seen there? Drake. I saw Drake there.
Oh, really?
Drake there was mad. That
That
was
would
like
be- that would be
almost
good.
10 years ago, bro.
Like he'd need a lot bigger stadium now.
In 2 years, it'll be 10 years since I saw Drake.
Wow. I've never seen Drake. I really would like to.
It was very like you're talking about like what people wear.
Yeah.
Drake was different.
What do you mean? Like,
Drake was like wild outfits.
like expensive
nothing.
or
Like nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Get it all out for Drake. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, he did.
Yeah. I actually, now that you say it, I don't know what else I've seen there.
Yeah, I've like.
Oh, Easter show?
Oh yeah, probably.
Easter show's rubbish, man.
Easter show's terrible.
I
They
will
were setting it
never go,
up. They were
and I
setting it
will
up.
never take my kids.
Yeah,
you can go to the
refuse.
one at Moore Park instead.
Yeah, so much better. What is it, the family show?
Man, I'm not gonna. I went so many years in a row. I spent so much money on those tickets. Then after that kid died, I was like, I'm not going back here.
Which kid?
Bro, a kid got stabbed at the Easter show.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
yeah.
I was like, you go there. I went there with Georgina and one of our friends, and like, you get like all these dudes just like staring at you. You're like, bro,
Yeah, bro.
I'm not here to fight.
Like it's literally a family.
I don't
event.
want to fight you at like
I'm not
at the
at
animal
Ivy
section.
on Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m.
It's nuts, man. And you're always on edge. And I was just like, I'm not coming back here.
Yeah.
One, the food's rubbish.
Yeah, people hype
Rubbish.
the food, and the show bags have gotten worse than ever.
They're so expensive.
Yeah,
The Woolworths food hall has some gems. You might get like a good pasta or something.
that's the most Giannis thing I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, that's the only
Yeah,
place.
go to the Easter show and go to the Woolworths food hall. Don't go try the potato on a stick.
Bro, they're rubbish.
Yeah, this.
I used to froth them, but I used to get the salt and vinegar potato on a stick,
Yeah.
chips on a stick.
Chips on a stick. Yeah.
I wouldn't even go near it now.
So I'm afraid of rides. Like I don't do rides.
Oh, you're not a ride fan?
No, like, I'll do
get
it.
me on the tallest one.
I'll do it, but like I don't like. I have anxiety going through it. And one year I went with my cousin, and we would just. I got dragged on everything, and I did everything. Did slingshot, did that, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm cunt."
It's a weird feeling because you're sitting there and you're like, I know this is gonna suck,
Yeah,
but I want to do it anyway.
Yeah, I know.
I went on that one where it goes like this, and then it goes to the top, and you're hanging upside down. And I don't know why, but I think of Final Destination. The
no,
movies,
me too. That's why I don't. That's why I don't.
and
love
I
it.
go like, someone's gonna have like a bolt, and they're gonna drop it.
Yeah, or someone doesn't click you into the seat properly.
My worst nightmare.
That's why put me in on a water slide any day of the week.
Like that pirate one where it goes.
Yeah, or the one where you drop from the floor and it disappears underneath you.
Oh,
I've done those. I did it at what's the
Luna Park?
No, what's the one that's quite recent? Is it Why Waterworld? No.
I've never been there. It's Queensland.
Wet and
right?
Wild, the one in like near Wollongong or whatever.
Jamboree.
Nah, there's another one. There's like a full Wet and Wild like
Oh.
in Sydney, in New South Wales now.
Oh no, I haven't been there.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I've
Yeah,
heard
there
about
is.
it.
I don't know if it's still open. Fuck, it was years ago.
I went to Jamboree years ago.
I remember Jamboree. Yeah, that was fucking.
Where you control the action.
But fuck, Kayla's brother and sister went recently on school holidays.
I think I should go again.
I would want to go just to see like if it is what I remember it is, because I remember, you know, when you watch
Jemma
like
is the one with the snake, right?
yeah
The big snake.
yeah, you remember when you like used to watch like
The
Power Rangers
ads?
as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck, this is the best. And then as an adult, you go watch it and you're like, fuck, did I really watch this?
Rubbish.
That's what I think Jamboree will be like.
I reckon if we had all the boys, they'd be mad.
Yeah,
But
100%.
there's too many rules there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to listen to you. I want to jump off head first.
Well, do you remember the slides at Botany Water Park? You know they're gone.
Yeah, they closed it.
They
Do you know how many
closed it.
people came off that slide?
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. The half open one?
Yeah.
Bro, heaps of people came off that.
Really? I used to
Yeah.
spend so much time there as a kid.
Yeah, and when like visual
It's like a slide that's open, right?
yeah, but no, I'm saying like where the two tubes connect. If they didn't, some of them would have like a lip. Do you remember? That's why they give you the mat. Like, and if you didn't have the mat, if you lose your mat, you're fucked because you'll just hit the lip in between the two
Yes,
slides.
I do remember that.
You get off and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Got like some red mark on you, turns into a fat bruise. Did it stop you from going on? No. You go back up.
The engineers that designed that fired 100%.
No wonder they got rid of the park. The closed one was crazy, bro.
Oh, it was so quick. It was
And
so
you used
fast.
to get kids used to stop.
Yeah.
And then bang,
Bro,
bang.
we used to go there for school.
Yeah, it was mad. Play touch footy on the grass.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a highlight of my childhood.
We all live the same childhood.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced I have a single memory that is unique to me. Every time I say it, someone goes, "Oh, that's what I did," and I'm like,
Yeah, because it's not our world, bro. We're just living in it.
all the parents all go to the same class. They learn how to treat their kids together when they're like, 30. Go to the same class and say, "This is the childhood that they need to have. This is what happens. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4. This is the events."
My kid's gone to the jungle gym. He's not going to a water
We're
slide.
in Tulum,
Yeah.
and they can lift weights.
Yeah, we can go to Bali.
Botany pools is mad,
Yeah, body pools was.
but it was so dirty.
It was so dirty.
I don't think I would swim in a public pool now, knowing what I know.
Yeah.
Bit more like, if my kid says I want to swim at the pool, I'm just gonna have to say, look, I don't think
It's
so.
not happening. We'll go to the beach. It's probably not any better.
And Brighton's not better. Brighton's got gasoline in it.
Yeah, don't go to Brighton though.
I have to.
Anyway, have you announced your goal for the end of the year? We'll actually talk about something.
I don't know.
productive.
I don't know if I have.
Have you? Oh well, go ahead.
Maybe I did last week.
I don't think we did.
I'll tell you again. No, I think I did, but I'll tell you again. Photo shoot.
Yeah. So how's
October.
it going? How's the?
It's good. I was saying to you before we got on here, Monday, Tuesday last week, took a bit of getting used to, a bit more accountability, but it's also like, as I said, I was making it harder than what I needed to be, and Jason said it the best, and I said it to a client of mine who was kind of in the same position. He wants to lose a lot of weight. And I said to him, you can't just show up for the diet. Right? It's super, super easy. I think we were saying this is,
Yeah, we said it last week. You
Yeah.
can't just show up for. I was watching Jason's like prep series
Yeah.
that he put up on the thing. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah.
But he goes like, the diet is not the part that actually like is what you see. It's everything else before it.
Yeah, it's like if your regular life is X and all you have to do is change 2 or 3 variables max, and it's not any
One of them being cardio, the other one being the actual calories.
Yeah,
itself,
you're not doing anything differently. Maybe you have to add an extra thing like cardio or a couple of 1,000 steps or whatever. You're not changing your lifestyle for the result, which then you're gonna revert back to your old lifestyle. That's why so many people can't keep their results. It's because they just go, all right, great, diet's done. I'll go back to what I know.
Yeah.
Like, which is what's been programmed and what I normally do. And then they just never keep the result. Go back to eating junk food and they drop their steps. They stop doing cardio. Okay, the training might still be there, but when you've kind of achieved your goal, right? People go, I'm going to take the foot off the gas. I'm going to have a break. When in reality, it's like, well, you kind of need to work just as hard. The after is just as important as the final result.
What are your processes right now?
So for me, the main thing is food volume.
You're growing right now.
Yeah, that's my only problem. Everything else is A1. My only problem is simply getting the food in. And the main problem that Jason and I identified, maybe opposite to everyone else, you eat too much. I don't eat enough.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, Giannis is someone who I would say comes from a lankier beginning, like
I was stick thin.
Yeah,
I
thinner,
was like this podcast arm.
trying to put on muscle mass. So his problems, I wouldn't say rely heavily around trying to lose weight, but more so around putting on weight. And when we say put on weight, it's like he's trying to get jacked.
Yeah, like the main goal now up until I think he said somewhere about late July, put on as much, not weight, but just as much tissue as possible.
Yeah.
So not even really looking at how much fat is accumulated, just how big can you get? You know? Because at the end of the day, it's not all going to be muscle, right?
Yeah, but I don't think, and again, this is where it's so person to person. You're the outlier where even if you did put on, well, firstly, you're probably less likely to put on more fat tissue anyway, just based
Yeah.
off your genetics.
Yeah.
That's just how you are. Where I'm not. But even if you did, it wouldn't be difficult for you to lose.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. Like most people, if they put on 5 kilos, would take them probably a long time to lose that. I can do that in like 8
Yeah,
weeks.
but
It's nothing.
It's like if you put on 5 kilos, how much of that is muscle as well? So it's like for yourself, let's use you and me as examples because it's so opposite.
Yep.
It's like if I put 5 on and you put 5 on, yours is probably 4 kilos of muscle, 1 kilo of fat.
Yep.
Mine could be 3 kilos of muscle, but
Yep.
so it's very different. And for me to diet that off,
It's hard, a bit harder.
a bit harder than you. And again, like I'd say, I honestly like looking at where my calories went last time in terms of my prep and my diet. It still wasn't that low. It was like 2.2 or 2.5. Like it wasn't crazy. Obviously body weight dependent and person dependent. But like where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I say I'm an in between. Like I'm not someone who has to go super low with the calories in terms of like, oh, you got to get down to those really low numbers. But again, I would say someone like myself in comparison to you is someone who more body fat on than yourself.
Yeah, like if I miss a meal, I could wake up the next day and be down 0.5 kilo.
Yeah.
Like there's just times, and going back to the point was, you know, the main problem was that I couldn't. I kind of knew it, but I didn't know how to get around it. I just needed my coach to be able to tell me, this is what you need to do. Not here are your options. Here's what you're gonna do, right? So you're at work and can't eat a chicken on the gym floor, but you can drink a 1,000-calorie shake on the floor.
Yeah.
Now
100%.
that's not fun for anyone. I don't enjoy doing that.
No, when I was doing it, I didn't enjoy it either.
But at the end of the day, it's either I don't enjoy the results or I don't enjoy the shake. So I would rather choose the shake than not having the result that I've set out to do. Unfortunately, that's just the way that things are for me. And this is person to person. You probably don't have to do that, and that's fine. But there's going to be things that you will need to sacrifice in terms of how comfortable you are in order to get the result.
I mean, look, like I trained this morning before this podcast, and the session was mid. It was average, you know.
We were saying mine was shit too.
I wasn't feeling like I felt okay, felt pretty strong, you know, second week of the program.
Sleep good?
Yeah, I was a bit average. Get to that in a second. But did some, the mics are annoying, eh? Did some posing after. And like we're in the whole like sort of, what would they call it? Like a pre-prep, holding phase, clean-up phase, whatever the fuck you want to call it. One of the three.
Waiting.
Yeah, pick your poison. So the calories are down in maintenance, you know, probably losing a bit of that bloating.
What does that look like for you?
3,000. Obviously body weight's higher too, so it's a higher maintenance.
Of course.
So like fuck, things are tightened up a little bit, you know, but it's like, yeah, the session wasn't great, but it doesn't mean that things aren't happening, you know, like it's so hard to get caught in the weeds of like doing the hard work and showing up and ticking the boxes. And yeah, which we highly promote. Like I'm big fan of just showing up, ticking the boxes, almost forget about the goal and just worry about what you have to do day to day.
Just got to be process focused, right?
Exactly. And then you take your shirt off and you're like, oh fuck, shit's working. You know, like I actually felt like a fucking, bro, it made my fucking day. I was like, fuck, we're all gonna make it.
Yeah, it is hard. Like you get so caught caught up with the things that you do day to day that you do forget that because you look at yourself every day in the mirror and, everyone does it. Every day you get up, you have a shower, right? You have a bathroom you have a bathroom in your bathroom.
You have a mirror in
You
your
have a
bathroom.
mirror in your bathroom,
Yeah, bro, if you're me, you got them in every room.
right? So, and you look at yourself multiple times a day. Sometimes with clothes on, sometimes with clothes off. You're not going to notice day to day the changes.
No, not at all.
You're going to think that nothing's happening, nothing's changing until someone goes, "You look unreal." Or on the flip side, someone say, "Oh, you're looking a bit. How you going?" If someone says, to you,
That's a good friend, honestly. If they tell you that, they're a good friend.
tell them get fucked, but then also like they're being real
Thank
with
you.
you.
Yeah.
But you're not going to notice. So that's why it's so hard to be outcome focused because you don't have the eye to be able to say that, yeah, you're making progress. You just sit there and you just judge. Oh, what's that movie? Tina the Talking Tummy. You know, I'll find it. It's out of a movie, and she grabs her stomach and she fucking goes like this. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. I do know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're
But
talking
you know what I
about,
mean?
yeah.
It's like you can't be like that because at the end of the day, if you were shredded all year round, well, you wouldn't make any real physique progress. You'd just be like
Yeah.
lean and skinny,
I think myself as someone who is diving, I've said this a lot to Kayla and a few of my friends as well. And I was like, for the first time in a while, I've felt the insecurities of my physique
Yeah.
because
Lose the lines,
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
soft.
You're thicker, you're a bit more fluffier, but not only that, because I am, I guess personally and coaching wise, I'm taking a deep dive into the realm where I'm niching myself into a physique sport. It's like the it's like being a big fish in a small pond and being a small fish in a big pond. The right way to say it?
Yep.
Yeah. Um, and it's like you're obviously looking at guys who are juiced up, larger, been training for a longer time, genetically maybe more
Yeah.
gifted, And not to say that I have a bad physique, but I've definitely had a higher level of self judgment, and it's just been
Well, it's that comparison, right?
yeah, and it's just an interesting thing as well. Just to like, no, I'm only really bringing it up just as a self reflection, and it's just been a really interesting thing. But like just because I am fluffy, I am bigger. Like I was having this conversation with Kayla last night. It's like how much weight am I probably going to lose during this prep? Like 15 to 20 kilos is probably
Fucking nuts.
yeah, it's a lot. It's like percentage of body weight. I mean, I'm 92, so it's almost like 10%
Oh,
or 15.
well, how much you weigh?
92. I ended like 77.
10%, 9 kilos.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't do math, bro. But yeah, so I was looking at that and I was like, have I made progress? Right? Because I finished my photo shoot prep at 77. She goes, yeah, but if you were 4 weeks out, you probably had to drop another 3 kilos.
Oh, lot.
Yeah, yeah, from where you were at your photo shoot. So she goes, you'd probably be.
I don't think you had 3 kilos to lose from your photo shoot,
Jason says otherwise.
bro. Like being there in person with you, I don't know how you would have done it.
I reckon, yeah, 2 or 3 kilos easily. So I would have been like 75 on stage if hypothetically I was to compete. So she goes, if you get to stage now at 77, technically added 2-3 kilos of muscle tissue.
Yeah.
So it's like
Which is not unreasonable.
not at all in a year. That's very impressive.
No, it's longer than
2 years, sorry. Yeah.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. 2 years. Still impressive. So
Well, that's like the max you can do anyway without.
yeah, performance enhancing drugs. Yeah. So to summarize, like that whole process, when you look at things in the long term, it can be hard to get caught in the whole how you look now, but obviously like the end result is what you're working towards, right? Especially in the sport of bodybuilding. It's like
Yeah, and like, you take it a lot more seriously than I do.
not anymore.
Oh, well, now I just have more responsibility as to what the goal requires. Like, you can't sit there and go, oh, like Jackson's goal takes more responsibility than mine. It's like, well, no, you need to still have the same amount of responsibility, but it's relative to what the end result is going to be, right? Like the goal now is that when you are dieting and you've gotten to a point where you're lean, I'll match up at the same point. so that we can do a photo shoot together.
Yeah, 100%. But not only that, it's just like, I think I'm glad you're doing the photo shoot.
Me too. I'm fucking sick of eating.
Yeah, only because like I think it's just like I have never been whenever like I mean you've known me for a long time and you've always seen, although we haven't been as close, you've always seen I'm working towards something, right?
Yeah.
It's because of that I've had success in it.
Yeah.
Have I been the best Muay Thai fighter? Probably not. Have I been the best powerlifter? Definitely not. Have I been the best, photo shoot bodybuilder? Maybe not. We still got to find out. But it's just being so goal focused has helped someone push beyond what they're, I guess you could say, is averagely like possible or expected of someone. And I think because of that, it means that I said it in the podcast last time, it's like your standard's higher because you just are being constantly pushed to something.
Well, yeah, Jason said it perfectly. It was like, everyone's going to be lean. And I mucked around last year when I did my little, Europe piss around cut, whatever. First 2 weeks, I pissed around. I was just like, oh, whatever. Like, I'll eat this, I'll eat that. And then you go, shit, man, like, I'm going to make this work. I need to do the work. And he said to me, it's probably going to take you only 12 weeks. And I was like, oh, fuck, 12 weeks, easy. But also,
it's not a lot of time.
Not a lot of time. So you need to make everything count.
Yeah.
And knowing that I have other people who are going to be
holding you to that.
And it's kind of like the healthy competition. Like, I'm not competing with you guys, but I also don't want to be the only one that's not lean.
Not only that, man, like, I mean,
fuck that shit.
You remember how I used to eat before my photo shoot?
Yeah.
In terms of food quality, right? Yeah. And talking about raising that standard, that forced me to be in a position where I'm like, if I'm going to get the most out of this, I need to eat properly.
Yeah.
Right? I need to increase food quality. I need to eat more vegetables. For yourself as well, having this goal is going to force you to be like, I don't have an option other than to get my food in.
100%.
Or to eat the high quality food. And then I came out of that, and now a standard of mine is to eat that same way.
Yeah, you come off the back of it and you absorb, because you don't want to go back to the old stuff.
No, so you're going to do the same thing. You're going to come out of this process and you're like, you may have only considered yourself someone as an average gym goer or a fitness enthusiast who
bodybuilding
coaches.
Hobbyist.
Yeah, but it's like you might come out of it where you're like, hold on a minute, like this isn't that fucking hard because I've been doing it. And it's like, again, that level of standard is going to rise, and those things that you may have once found an effort are no longer going to be an effort because it's just second nature to you. Asher did the same thing. He went through the photo shoot process and he's like, bro, I used to struggle to get all my protein in, and now that I've sort of done this, it's not an issue anymore. And now he's coming out and rebounding out of this photo shoot very well, pushing training intensity like never before, increasing food volume and getting high quality foods in and recovering very, very well. His physique probably looks better because he's just like adopted the habits and kept them. It's the same thing that's going to happen with you.
Yeah.
That's why goals are so fucking important with a time sensitive lock on it too.
The time sensitive thing is the biggest aspect of that.
Yeah, because
100%.
It's the same thing as what the boys say in business. Like if you had 10 days to fucking live and had to make 100K, what are the things you would do? Well, go and do those things. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like if you had 30 weeks to be in shape, what would you do? What lengths would you go to?
And obviously, you're listening to this and you go like, oh, it doesn't sound like something I want to do. But it does. It is hard. I won't beat around the bush. But hard is relative. It's as hard as you make it.
I think someone who's going to listen to this is probably going to be wanting to find a way to find that potential, unlock that extra gear, find their true potential, because that's what we want. Yeah, we're just trying to be better in all aspects, business, coaching, and our physique. Yeah, so if you're listening to this, you probably want that. You want to know what it's like to be that person. It's not easy. No. I sat there last night. I was like, fuck, how am I going to be as a 2,000 calorie zombie? It's going to be hard. And I doubt myself. I'm going to ask myself, not from the not eating perspective, but mentally dealing with the stress of having to diet is going to be the most difficult thing for me. How am I going to treat other people? Because it takes over your whole life. Everything. It's what bodybuilding is. But it's normal. I have a better support network than ever. I have more systems in place in my business. I have a environment at home that allows me to do this now. I have my own room. I have my home office. I'm trying to set my room up for optimal sleep. Like all these things to create the perfect recipe for success. That's all you have to do. It is hard. in the moment, but food's always going to be there. Always. Right.
Right.
But yeah, are you excited?
Yeah, I am actually. Well, you know, I like the process.
We should start looking at photographers.
Yeah, we should. I like the process. I like cooking because I like the recipe. I like building because I like the process. It's just for me. It's looking at how I can get to the next thing, like the next step. Like everything's laid out. IKEA flat pack. I'm like, yes.
Do you think you're going to find a new love for it in this process?
Love for what?
Like, as I said, you've considered yourself a bodybuilding hobbyist. Do you think you will change the way you view that post this?
Well, probably because I'll look at the physique that I have at the end of it and I go,
how can I make this better?
It's a pretty good physique. But it just, like, I know it'll come down to what I do after that. And that's what one of the biggest things I said to Jason was, what is the plan after that? Because I need to know that there's something after it. Otherwise, I go, okay, it's done now. What's next? So the plan is, okay, you hold condition, stay at maintenance for a bit, or you could probably go straight back into a little bit of a growth phase, hold that growth phase, and then hopefully I go to Europe next year. Same thing before Europe.
Yeah.
So like there's things after that I can go straight into and do. Whereas when I came back from Europe, it was, okay, I'm going to go back into a growth phase. But for me, I didn't have any numbers. Like I didn't have any self-responsibility. Like getting to 85 kilos is a goal, but not really that good of a goal. There's no time sensitive.
There's no weight to it.
No urgency to it. It means nothing to me.
Unintended.
But there's no urgency to it. So I was just like, okay, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Because it's every day, okay, like I'll do it tomorrow,
All right, come back from Europe, a bit of PEDs, no worries.
But yeah, I think I'll have a new appreciation for it. But I'll tell you when I get there,
Yeah,
I don't know what
I'm genuinely interested to see it happen. Like I am, because like
I love dieting, bro. I love it.
Yeah, it makes me.
I'm so good at it. I'm so good at it.
I'm interested to seeing it happen, just because like
at this time I'm definitely gonna make more of an effort to show what it's like, and I think the comparison of what it's like for both of us as an experience, and the result of how different our bodies are and how different person to person it can be. Because bro, I'm telling you, I could probably do it in 8 weeks.
Yeah,
which is scary, but also it's just like
it's just how you're. It's just how you're made.
That's
bro.
just the
It's
card.
how you're made.
It's the cards you get dealt. Like I'm not going to sit there and boast about it, because it also takes me 3,700 calories to put on 100 grams of weight.
Yeah,
like
there's
pros and cons to every weight and every genetic build, right?
What you favor in one way, you have a disadvantage in another. Like it's just how it is.
That's how it's going to be.
I'll be doing my 20K steps and 1,500 calories.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun because, it's going to be at the same time, it's going to be a talking point, being like, okay, what are you actually struggling with this week? How'd you go? What's this? What's that? And that's the thing that I enjoy.
So we'll both be pumped up on some caffeine and some modafinils, and
I gotta watch the caffeine intake this time. I think last time I pumped it too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, towards the end, because towards the end I was like, oh, I'm going away in 2 weeks. I'll just fucking
pump it. Yeah,
I'll just smash it, and then I'd go like, fuck, I feel like rubbish.
So I've mentioned
sleep
this
and sleep.
Yeah, this is where I was going.
Last time, rubbish.
I reckon my sleep last time was the biggest inhibiting factor. So this time I'm going all out. Bought some blue light blocking glasses.
Hey, you laughed at me.
New bed sheets, bamboo.
This boy laughed at me. I said, blue light, enemy.
Yeah. I've listened. I bought a lamp, especially red light lamp.
If you're working late at night, I'm telling you, makes the biggest difference.
The next thing on the list
change your phone to red.
I don't know how to do it. How you do it? You got to show me. But the next thing as well is I'm getting a dehumidifier, because there's a lot of moisture in the air in my room.
Game changer.
And then I'm one up in it, an air purifying fan.
An air purifying fan.
And a dehumidifier. So
doesn't the dehumidifier have the air in it?
No. It just captures the water.
Whereas
the air purifier,
I got the same.
Oh, you got the same?
There's 2 in 1.
How much was it?
I don't pay for it.
Oh, fair enough.
My mum bought it, and then I was like, "That's cool. I'm taking it."
Yeah, fair. If you can show me one like that, otherwise I don't have to buy it for two. Because I was gonna buy the air purifier with the fan as well. So when
What is that, like the Dyson one?
Nah, I just found it on Amazon, bro. So like it's a fan, but it
Yeah.
spits out purified air, so it purifies the air as well.
How?
I don't
it
fucking
sucks
know,
it from the
bro.
back?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just how it's
Oh, I
made.
shouldn't have said that. Okay, I'm just saying it again.
I just got it.
I was saying it at the back.
It's the only way.
But yeah, it definitely does make a big difference. Like,
I just know I'm a hot sleeper. Like, and I also,
bro, I want to get that 8 sleep thing.
yeah, so do I.
So expensive. So 8
It's
sleep.
like $1,500, isn't it?
More, man. It's
Really?
more. It's USD as well. It's very expensive. So this,
Adrian got it, didn't he?
did he get it?
I think he did.
The 8 sleep one.
James Smith got it.
Right.
James Smith got it.
Like this thing you attach it on the end of the. It's like a cover.
Yeah,
it's
like almost like a blow up mattress that goes over your mattress.
Yeah, and it has like temperature controlling.
Yeah.
But you have to pay a subscription for it.
Oh, really?
So if you want like all the features, you have to pay that.
Fuck.
Because I was speaking to Jason about it. You have to pay for the features because it does like your sleep times and this and that, and it customizes it to you.
Oh, fuck.
You have to pay for a subscription. I was like, bro, you pay like $3,500 USD, and then I have to pay per month.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, fuck. That's
But
annoying.
you know, if you're buying that, like you don't care about money.
Yeah,
You're
of
just
course.
like whatever. Yeah, $40. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it is a very interesting concept.
No, like I honestly like I have listened to you and I listened to the boys podcast last week as well because they spoke about sleep. And I'm like, I really want to emphasize good sleep because I just know as someone who suffers with anxiety as well. And it's just like I want to eliminate, especially when I'm going to be in a point where I'm already going to be hyper stressed. I want to eliminate factors of sleep being a problem. So yeah, hydration, you know, good bedtime routine, blue light blockers, I got bought a red lamp as well. Bamboo sheets and then the dehumidifier or if you can get me the 2-in-1.
I used to chat rubbish about it, but I like it.
But
the red, big fan.
Yeah,
I still
don't understand everything about it, but like,
I was like sitting there and I was like,
really?
So it's supposed to. Hang on.
I really want to give it a good crack. I bought the proper blue light blockers too, the ones with the orange.
Oh yeah.
Because the other ones they're like $6. So I'm like, there's no way these are legit. Like I'm not paying $6 for blue light blockers, so I paid $35 instead.
There's here we go. Oh no, 3 minutes of red light, so it can improve your vision. It's very calming because it's supposed to simulate. It's supposed to because at the end of the day, right? You're a primal monkey. You know,
yeah, we're all
from
just
the old age, right?
We're all just standing on the shoulders of monkeys, you know.
Yeah, right. So symbolize, you know, you see fire, nighttime, you get sleepy.
All right,
you go around a campfire, bro, you get sleepy.
Air purifier, ready? This is the Amazon
We're
description.
doing live shopping.
Superior high purification with HEPA technology, featuring HEPA filter with activation carbon. This air purifier has a CADR, known as clear air delivery rate of 170 meters squared per hour and area coverage of 20 meters squared for high level air. Ideal for home and office space. 4-fan speed, low noise level, filter replacement indicator. There you go. And then that's the air purifier.
Oh, yep.
And then the dehumidifier is also got a pill dispenser organizer.
A what?
The pill organizer for AM, PM, and Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, I just wrote mine down.
The dehumidifier. It's only $50, bro.
Mr. Big Spender. It does make a difference though.
Yeah, well, bro, we've got one in my brother's got one in his room, and the amount of water that thing collects is fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can only imagine what my room is like.
Fighting with mosquitoes in you.
Nah, fuck off.
Sorry. But yeah, it does make a big difference. But the red light, bro, as soon as I get in my room, crank it.
So you know TV either? No computer.
I'm not I don't watch much TV.
Yeah, neither am I. But I'm just curious.
I got home yesterday and I was watching Ford vs Ferrari with mum and dad.
Bro, that's the best movie.
I hadn't seen it. It was very impressive.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
I'm not going to spoil it. What happens?
Yeah, it's
But yeah, I was watching that and I was like, I was quite far away from the TV, so it was okay. I'm like when I'm on my phone, I already showed you last week the red. So like anything close, I try and have something like red.
Get the glasses, man.
I it's a good idea. I won't use them.
No,
I know myself. I won't use them
I'll use them
because I'm like
only because I
yeah,
share an apartment with my brother.
yeah,
And it's like he keeps all the lights on.
100%.
So I'm like,
Oh, you know, my family, bro, it lights off 8 o'clock. It's
Oh,
like
really?
don't turn anything on. Yeah, because
Really?
my parents sleep like in the living room.
Yeah, okay.
Like they fall asleep, so it's always lights off. There's never a light on.
Yeah, fair. See, it's like it's so dark in my apartment on a good day, so it's like
Lights always on.
lights are always on, even during the day, bro.
I can
lights are on.
I can see then why.
Yeah.
But yeah, the laptop thing as well. Even this morning, I got up on it was on like an orangey. It wasn't fully red. It was on like an orangey thing. You can kind of bring it back to normal color.
Yeah, okay. But isn't the blue light in the morning good?
No,
Wake you up?
I don't
Yeah.
think that's how it works. I think it's supposed to gradually.
No, because they always say when you wake up first thing in the morning, like go outside and get light.
That's not blue light.
Isn't it?
No, sunlight.
Same?
No. Blue
Obviously,
light-
one's artificial and one's not. But
yeah,
they're both blue light,
no.
aren't
So
they?
if you want to, if you want to wake up really quickly, you can. But I don't. I feel shit when I do that. Like you wake up and you check your phone, you're like, oh, rubbish. That's me, bro. I'm gonna get proven wrong here.
Sunlight is the biggest source of blue light.
Yeah, but compare that to the computer.
1/3 of all visible light is considered blue light. Anyway, doesn't matter. It does. Giannis has to be right. It has to.
Should I look at my partner's phone? My
Our ChatGPT tells you everything. Suspense.
There is growing evidence suggesting that excessive phone usage, especially during the last moments before sleep and the first moments upon waking, can have detrimental effects on our brain function and overall well-being.
Yeah, okay. That's why they probably say
Why you should stop checking your phone first thing in the morning and it can trigger your stress response and put you the rest of the day.
yeah, okay.
Because
yeah.
it's so sharp. It's like looking at that straight away.
Yeah.
Whereas
Alright,
if you go
yeah.
out in the sun, it's gradual, right?
Alright,
Because
I
it's orange.
accept defeat.
It's
It's
orange.
alright.
Right?
I get the point.
I'm not fucking wrong.
How long's that?
Long enough.
Alright.
Enough chatting rubbish about lights and shit.
That was good. That was really good. I enjoyed
I'm not
that.
a Sparky.
What are you? A butcher.
A bodybuilder.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. As always, if you enjoy the episode, please follow. Really helps share the podcast. And if you're interested for coaching, give us a DM or head to the Odyssey Strength website, odysseystrength.com.au, and you can inquire through the website.
Over and out. Thanks very much.
Haters.